All right, here we go. We begin the second half. Mohawks up 19-12. Hopefully, we're still working on some technical things here. From what we see, things looks like they may have smoothed out a little bit. McQuaithy's pass inbounds, intercepted by the Mohawks. Ely pushing the ball forward across midcourt. Over to Lewis. Inside to Armbruster, banks it off the glass. Nice move by the big guy on the inside. Turnover by New Boston. Then they regain possession as Young fires up a shot, rebounded by Ely. Ely pushing the Mohawks forward once again. Young man doing a nice job handling the ball for the Mohawks tonight.
Foul is on number 21, Quentin Clark, his first.
So that foul attributed to Clark. Ely feeding the ball inside to Armbruster, up and under, rebounded by the Tigers. McQuaithy pushing forward, left-handed layup, off the glass and in. So Tigers coming back the other way. Brady bringing the ball up, driving in. Rebound by the Mohawks.
And for the Mohawks, number 20, Nate Fry.
Parker Walmsley, number 23, starting here, third quarter for the Mohawks.
Returning for New Boston, number 32, Isaiah Baker.
So I had Parker with the wrong number there starting out. Bryson Monovan with the shot. Fouled as he goes up by number 33, Young.
They call that a non-shooting foul there?
Yeah.
It looks like, okay. Walmsley's going to take the three from the wing, no good. And Monovan will get it in the corner. Back out to Ely. There's a body foul there by number 33.
Fouls on number 33, Chase Young, his first.
Chase Young, that's his first foul. Lewis to Ely, back to Monovan. 21-14 lead for the Mohawks here with 3:54 left in this third quarter. Up and over there, nice shot there. McQuaithy, 21-16. Lewis for three. Nice rebound by Fry. Look at the hustle by Fry. And McQuaithy with the left-handed lay-in from the right side. Monovan to Ely. Back to Monovan. Ely will take it now, looking for Lewis. Monovan will take the three. And New Boston's probably going to continue to give him that shot if they keep shooting and not making. Last game they did to me it seemed like it was a lot more ball movement, getting it inside and getting, I would call them more high percentage shots. I've seen him shoot a lot more threes tonight than normal, at least from what I've seen. Of course, now you got Armbruster and Webb going back in. That might open up that inside game. Because with those two fellas in there, you definitely have a size advantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, why not take advantage of that?
Nice heads-up play by Lewis there.
Armbruster's going to shield off. Nice job. And the one. That's a good play.
Yep.
Again, as we mentioned before, it's going to be a big key in Armbruster's game, from now till in future years, being a sophomore. He's going to have to do a better job at the line. He's a freshman, isn't he? Is he a freshman?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
he's a freshman.
Nice job by Webb. Good hustle. Lewis on the corner. Got it. Call that the short corner. He got it.
I tell you, Brian, going to a different sport here, but going to soccer this season, Luke Lewis stepped in and did a tremendous job on our soccer squad. And
that's wonderful.
He's going against some bigger guys there in midfield, and he took some punishment, but he also dished it out and hung right in there. Just good, solid all-around player in soccer, and it looks like the same for basketball.
Been very impressed with him, especially his defense. He doesn't plays really hard defensively, and that's a good sign of the conditioning with the soccer. And he can to look at him. I don't mean this negative, but he's got such a sweet demeanor about him.
Yeah.
But yet he's tough.
Yeah.
We'll see. He takes that after his mom.
Right there he goes. He just strips the ball away.
Nice job. Nice look to Armbruster. No one's going to stop him. They're going to call a foul.
But during the soccer season, always made good, solid decisions on the field. And I'm seeing the same thing here tonight.
Yeah.
This is my first time seeing him play.
Been very impressed. Been impressed really with the entire JV squad. And that, as a coach, Mr. Scarberry's got to be happy. Drew's got to be happy. I know you're never satisfied.
Right.
And there's never a perfect game. But that double over, they would admit that the other night, the double overtime, there was a couple mental breakdowns there. The shot shouldn't have got off there at the end, but they did. But they persevered, came back, was able to pull away with that one. Here comes Kopus. He'll come in for Thatcher Webb. Nice give to Armbruster. Misses the lay-in, and that'll be a jump ball. That'll stay here.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd like to have that one back.
Yeah. Hardest shots in basketball is the uncontested lay-in.
Yeah.
Lewis will take the three. No good. Armbruster's there. Nice work underneath and draws the foul. Another special night as well for the Mohawks as the varsity matchup. They'll be wearing the Army National Guard uniforms. So that's always been a mainstay in the football program. But this will be the first, if I can recall, the first time I've seen that happen for basketball. So that's kind of a neat change of pace there.
And of course,
good thing we know who the boys are.
Yeah,
their numbers are going to be all messed up tonight.
Of course, the National Guard always has a presence here in the high school, along with our other military branches. And we welcome them.
We sure do, and I know that's very close to your heart as your boys over in California serving our country, and I know they're doing very, very well. And if you want to let our audience know that coming up a very special night for them on the national stage, game show stage.
Yeah.
The Price is Right in prime time. Am I correct in that?
Wednesday, December the 20th.
Okay. Mr. Evan Ambergy will be on The Price is Right in prime time on December the 20th. So make sure you set your DVRs.
Can't let the cat out of the bag, but I tell you this, he got to know Drew Carey, so.
There you go, folks. You heard it here first. We're going to get to see quite a bit of Evan Ambergy on The Price is Right. So let's show our support to him and how exciting that is. And we'll be sharing that out on Mohawk Media and everything else, and let everybody know how long ago did that happen? When was that taping?
That was the end of October.
Wow.
They filmed for a Christmas special.
Okay.
Yeah. So he should have his Santa Claus hat on.
Yeah. 9-point lead for the Mohawks here in the third quarter. 30-21, 45.8 left.
So the Tigers are closed within 3, and the Mohawks answered the call.
Nice steal from Armbrister, getting his hand in the path, and then stolen away by McQuathy. And he'll get it to now back to Armbrister, and Armbrister just being a little bit impatient and throws the ball away. Had a wide open Copus. It's easy to get ahead of yourself there. 30 seconds remain.
Now you look up and down this JV squad, and the guys we have on the court now, some of the guys on the bench, it's a pretty solid crew.
Yeah. Yeah, very solid crew. And going forward here in the future, you got 4 tremendous seniors that have played since freshman year.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a huge loss. We all know that. We understand that. But in the future, with this SOC split up the way it is, I don't say it plays into our hands, but it gives us a better opportunity to continue that winning,
to be competitive on a year-to-year basis.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. 32-21, your score here as we end the third quarter. 11-point lead for the Mohawks. Both coaches not really happy with their team's performance. Good crowd coming in tonight on hand here on a Tuesday evening. It's always weird to have a Tuesday night basketball game because it feels like it's Friday. Big week for the Mohawks this week as well. 3 games last week, and again, 3 games this week. We'll be hitting it tonight, of course, and then on Friday we'll be traveling to Ironton St. Joe to play in the always tough St. Joe crowd. That's not only a tough place to play, but Jesus is looking at you the whole time.
You're right.
And I don't mean any. I don't mean any offense to to that, but it's if you've ever been to St. Joe, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have a beautiful picture of Jesus Christ that hangs in the gym, and so it's always right there. But anyway, it's a very tough venue because it's the seats on one side, and then you've got the bench is right on the floor. So it's very small. And that plays into St. Joe's advantage. They use that as almost a 6-man, really.
Yeah.
And then come back here on Saturday, and this is weird again, a non-conference matchup against the South Webster Jeeps, which South Webster pulled out a really good victory against Belpre on Sunday.
And if you ask a lot of people, South Webster could be the team to beat.
That's what I'm feeling around the county. It's pretty much what I'm hearing is Minford and South Webster.
Yeah.
And, of course, congratulations to Miles Montgomery of the Minford Falcons. First game of the season as a junior, hitting his 1,000-point mark, which that's just phenomenal. Special player there, not only in basketball but in soccer as well.
And maybe this is a dumb question on my part, but with the 3 divisions, did they ever come up with a name for the 3 divisions?
I believe it's 1, 2, and 3, but I have no idea. I really don't know right now who's 1 and 3.
Yeah.
I know we're in 2.
Yeah.
We're in and I do know the rules as far as, a 1 can play a 2, but a 1 can never play a 3 and vice versa. Okay. So it's, 2 can play both sides as far as non-conference.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a unique setup there, and they're trying to get it all worked out where it's going to happen in all sports. Football being the one that they're trying to, work that out, but it's just so difficult because we do have a lot of those smaller schools that don't have football, and South Webster, another one that doesn't have football.
Yeah.
And so that really makes for a really unique situation.
It's hard to find a competitive balance there.
It is.
Football, soccer seems to be the same way.
Yeah.
You've got teams who year in and year out are there at the top. You got teams who just can't get it going. And then you just have a handful of teams right in the middle trying to figure out, can I get to the top? Which direction am I going to go?
Yeah.
And those teams in the middle are kind of, and we find ourselves in that spot here at Northwest a lot sometimes.
We absolutely do. And I just kind of like the NCAA football committee. I don't want to be a part of the SOC committee either.
Yeah.
Very difficult to figure it all out. And there's always been talk over the years about combining the OVC and the SOC, which if that would happen, I mean, you're talking massive realignment there.
Yeah.
So, but either way, it's we know what we are this year, and that's what we got to figure out. So, New Boston always going to be right there at the top of that lower division. And I hate to even say that word. I would just say smaller division.
Right.
Lower by.
I know what you mean.
There's no. Not taking anything away from those smaller schools because they're always tough. 32-22. 10-point lead for the Mohawks here. 4:24 left in this game. Nice pass from Armbrister. Good vision there from Armbrister to Kopus. Jared Kopus.
He's
with the lay-in.
Another young man with quite a bit of speed.
Yeah. Nice defense by the Mohawks.
And you look at these guys, we've got some young guys who can handle the ball. We've got some size, we've got some speed.
Yeah.
So it should be a fun season watching the JV squad.
The ever elusive 3-second call. Very rarely do you see that. Kind of like the offensive offside.
I'm sure there's some people in the Midwest not happy. Foul number 4 on Bryson. McQuaithy at the line for 2, misses the first one. Mohawks hanging on to a 12-point lead here. Armbrister with the rebound, kicks it out to Monovan. Mohawks get down, spread the floor out. Wamsley, nice shot from the baseline there, in and out. Rebounded by Armbrister.
Great job, Armbrister. Big body in there and presence. And the other night, showed off his ball handling skills.
Okay.
Came down the floor with the behind the back and went all the way coast to coast. Missed the lay-in. Okay. And I thought, man, if he would have made that, you talk about a highlight reel.
Yeah.
Kopus from the short corner, no good. And Armbrister tips it back in.
Yep.
Might have had a little help there by number 12, Dickerson, but that's all right. Still counts. Dickerson puts it up, and Armbrister just able to modify the shot of the offensive player there. Brady, they're going to count that. They're going to count that.
It looked like
nice shot there by Brady.
Michael Jordan.
I know it. A little bit of continuation, but they'll count it. So 38-24, 2:24 left in this game. Brady trying to make it the old-fashioned three-point play. Misses there. Rebounded by Monovan. And as a reminder, we'll be starting a brand new stream for the varsity matchup. Normally about 15 to 20 minutes is usually what they allow. About 15 minutes now is what they're allowing in between games. So we'll be back quickly for that. Should be a good matchup here tonight.
Previous foul was on Watson. His fourth.
Good defense by Walmsley. Walmsley's pick up a foul. Seems to happen a lot with Walmsley. He picked up several last game. Just the aggressive nature.
Fifth foul, number 23, Parker Watson.
Kind of like a Jay Jenkins type of player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some days the referees leave him alone, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
Still yet to find the consistency among the calls this year. Of course, the season's still new, and with the hand checking and things like that. So it's the other night, referees did a really good job. There was no really, I hate to even say bad calls, but missed calls, I guess. It was really fair. Both teams played physical, and they let them play, but they didn't let it get out of hand. It's always tough as an official. I would definitely not want their job, and I respect that very, very much. Nice pass inside from Lewis to Copas. Will draw the foul. Dickerson will commit that foul. Looks like the Mohawk pep band will be behind us again tonight.
Yeah.
And they did a good job the other night. Took me about a day or two to recover from the decibels.
And I think they've invited some of the younger Mohawks.
They have. I saw some of the
play,
junior high.
Yeah.
That's always really good. Seen that happen a lot with other schools as well, and even bringing back some alumni. I think Oak Hill does that. Nice job by Fry. Keep that ball alive, even though they probably should have made a couple of those easy buckets. Copas kick it out to Monovan for three. No good. Lewis is there, in and out, gets his own rebound, and there'll be a jump ball. It'll be Tiger basketball. So have you got your dose of the Elf and the Christmas Vacation yet this year?
Yes.
I have too.
Sabrina has already been watching Christmas movies.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Since before Thanksgiving.
Sure.
And the tree's been up before Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. We actually got ours up a little bit earlier than normal, but it's not that we don't want to a lot of times, it's just time. But we had some time this year. That's the other, is that the Walmsley there?
Yeah.
That's the other Walmsley?
Yeah,
That's Blake. Oh, there's a foul there by Lewis. 13-point lead for the Mohawks, and they'll be victorious tonight with 26 seconds left. And again, we invite you to join us here in just about probably 15 to 16 minutes or so, as we will have the varsity matchup again. The big story for tonight is Connor Lentz, senior Connor Lentz, 23 points away from eclipsing that 1,000-point mark. And I texted him today just to tell him to do what he does and let it happen.
Yeah.
So many times they've, being that close, you want to force it. You miss a lot, let your coaches do what they want to do. But we want him to get it at home. That's just it just
Right.
it'd be a lot better. And of course, with all of his family and friends here tonight, I know he wants that bad. And of course, but New Boston's going to know that too. So
Right.
see how that goes. Walmsley over to Lewis. Lewis being double teamed. And Hayslip driving in, gets blocked. Oh, 5 seconds. We'll let that one go. Long three there to end the game, and it's off the mark. Final score, 11-point victory for the Northwest Mohawk JV squad, 39-28. And we thank you for tuning in. We'll be back in just a few moments